Welcome to Mechanical Tutorials. I'm going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. Hi, today I'm going to explain about design guidelines of sheet metal. So there are different parameters while designing a sheet metal. We have to consider hole to hole distance, cutouts, slots, distance between hole slots to the part edge, bends, multiple bends, bend radius, hams, flanges, slots and many more. But today I am going to discuss about sheet metal material selection and selection of sheet metal thickness. So how do we there are different types of materials in the market like aluminum, carbon steel, copper, galvanized steel, hot rolled steel, cold rolled steel and stainless steel. And there are different types of gauges depends on the thickness of the sheet. So for example, sheet metal thickness 0.0747 is defined as 14 gauge, and when we increase the gauge the sheet thickness reduces. So based on our requirement we can select our sheet metal thickness as well as the material. On what basis we define the thickness of the sheet metal thickness and material? So first method is simulation studies, second method is past experience, third method is reverse engineering of the existing component and experimental studies. So in simulation we create the CAD model, we apply the mesh and we apply the define loads and we see the stresses and deformation. For example, this is the CAD model. I have applied the fixed load over here and this is the load applied on this face. So what are the changes are happening? We will see the stresses in the component. So this is the stress developed and maximum stress developed over here, the red zone, and medium stresses at this green zone and no stresses at this location. So similarly we can see the deformation. Based on that we can modify the design of the component. So next method is by past experience. First, suppose we have a component. Suppose we have a component. This is the existing design, and based on this existing design, we can modify our design as per our requirement. So if we have previous experience on any component, it's easy for us to design a new component. So we can redesign the component very easily. Next is reverse engineering. So for reverse engineering we will scan the component by laser scanning or white lens scanning and convert that file into IGS file, and we will import this file into the software. This components looks like this, and when we see the cross section of IGS file, usually it will be hollow. So it looks like hollow. So selecting these edges and surfaces, we can design a component and we can optimize the design. So we can modify as per our requirement. So this is one method for designing a component and defining the material of the component and defining the thickness of the component. And the fourth method is experimental studies. In experimental studies we will design the component and make the prototype of that component, and we'll try to apply load physically for n number of hours, and we'll see the deformation in the component, and we'll try to redesign the component and optimize the design. So these are the four methods we follow while defining the thickness of the component and material of the component. Thank you.